my YouTube channel. My name is Hannah Sundarani. I'm 2 Spoons and I make vegan recipes. And today I am sharing a staple breakfast recipe. This is for how to make the best chia pudding. Everyone needs to know how to make chia pudding, and I find that people are often making it wrong, making that consistency not right, the ratios aren't right, and then they think that they don't like chia pudding, when actually it's just a couple minor tweaks. This recipe is a 3-ingredient recipe. We're only using chia seeds, almond milk, and maple syrup, and then we can add whatever toppings we like. We can get really creative here, but all in all, this is a really great recipe to meal prep. It's healthy, vegan, gluten-free, and it's good for adults and babies and toddlers alike. It's actually one of the first recipes that I ever served to my son Ollie when I started introducing solids. So I'm going to be showing you how to make chia pudding the right way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start by adding our chia seeds and almond milk and whisking it. Now, here's where people get things wrong. They're not using the right ratios. I find the perfect ratio is 3 tablespoons of chia seeds to 1 cup almond milk. People are using too much chia seeds and not enough almond milk, and it's coming out too thick and gloopy and they're not liking it. This is the combo that you want. So we'll start by adding the chia seeds. Next, we're gonna add the almond milk. Then we're gonna add in the maple syrup. You can do this to taste. I always like to start with 2 teaspoons maple syrup. You can always add more sweetener if you prefer. And now we whisk. So one thing that really helps with pudding consistency is to actually whisk it twice. So I just whisked it once to combine. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes and then I'm gonna give it another whisk before going in the fridge. This is really gonna zhuzh things up. A lot of the seeds have fallen to the bottom and I don't want those clumping. So it'll remix things before it sets in the fridge. Another thing that I really like to do when making chia pudding is to use a good quality milk. There's really only 2 staple ingredients in this recipe, milk and chia seeds. So we wanna make sure that that milk is really tasty. I'm using my homemade almond milk. I have a recipe for you below. If you're not using homemade almond milk and store-bought, I would just pay the extra $1 for that good quality milk because that's the flavor you're gonna be tasting. If you're finding that your chia pudding is not thickening, it could be because your chia seeds have gone off. They do have a long storage life, but like all pantry ingredients, they can be hiding there for a while. So a good way to test out your chia seeds to ensure they're fresh is to just add 1 tablespoon of chia to 2 tablespoons of water and let it set for 10 minutes and it should absorb that water. If it absorbs, then you know it's good and you can use it. So now we can just put this in the fridge. We want this to absorb for 20 to 30 minutes, or you can do it overnight. That's my preference. I'll meal prep this the night before, and then come morning, I've got my chia pudding ready. Look at that consistency. This is exactly what I was talking about. Like I said, the perfect ratio. This has set really beautifully, so we can get this in a jar and add some berries and dig in. So I'm gonna be topping my chia pudding with some fresh berries. So I have some raspberries and strawberries here. I love that berry blend. But of course, top with whatever fruits you like, whatever's in season. Persimmon is really good in the winter. Frozen fruit that is thawed is also really good. You can put granola on there, some banana, coconut flakes, nuts, whatever you like. Even chocolate chips is good. This is my staple chia pudding recipe, but I have a lot of flavor variations on my blog. So I've got a matcha one, I've got a peanut butter one, chocolate, so make sure that you check that out too. coconut mango is one of my favorites. So yes, go take a look. Some people ask if they can blend their chia pudding. I prefer it as is, but you can blend it. If you are planning to blend it, it's just gonna be more of like a pudding consistency without the seeds. So if you prefer that type of consistency, then I say you can give it a bit of a blend. This is also a great recipe for those who have IBS like me. It's high in fiber and healthy fats, and it just kind of gets things moving in the morning, if you know what I'm talking about. So if you struggle with IBS or any type of sensitive digestive issues, I think this would be a good breakfast for you. Cheers. This is so good. It's creamy, it's sweet, and that pudding consistency is the exact ratios. This is the recipe that you need if you're making chia pudding. I love this for breakfast. It's also good for snack time. You can meal prep it. You can make a big batch that'll last you throughout the week. It's such a great recipe, a must have. So there it is, my 3-ingredient recipe for the best chia pudding. This is the recipe that you guys are gonna be having on repeat on a weekly basis. I know you're gonna love it. And if you do give it a try, make sure that you give this recipe a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let me know what you think in the comments below. I always love hearing your feedback and I love hearing from you. Hope to see you soon. Bye.